I think one question that we all have and have to ask ourselves is, what do we want? I think we can think that we want something, but deep down we want something else. What I mean by that is, you can sometimes mistake your dreams for somebody else's dream. For instance, if you're seeing everybody else wanting to be, a basketball player, everybody around you wants to be a basketball player. See if somebody being a basketball player, but you want something else. But since everybody is doing that, ever since everybody is around you is, wanting to be this thing, you feel conflicted within yourself to want to be that also, knowing that you want to be something else. And I feel as though we all are a victim to that one way or another. At least some of us. I sometimes find myself asking myself, is this what I truly want? Is this what I really want? Because sometimes I think to myself, like, what if I get this? Is this going to make me happy? Is this going to be something that I can find fulfillment in? Is this what I really want to do? Do I really want to go through all of this just to get it? And it feels like I've achieved nothing. That's my worst fear. And I feel like that's a fear for, a majority of us. Because having a dream, having goals and aspirations is something that should be, nourished and watered each and every day. Because if you don't, then that dream slowly starts to die out. But when it's something that you're unsure that you want to do, but you do it anyway, it's scary. Because you can spend all of this time going and trying and, doing the things that you need to do in order to get there. And once you finally have it, it's like nothing. It feels like nothing. And it is really terrifying to think about. So this message is basically to do what you want to do. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that you find fulfillment in. Because at the end of the day, it is your life. It is your decision. It is your, obligation to choose whether or not what you do and what you don't do. Because nobody else is going to do it for you. And time is a valuable thing. Time is of the essence. And I believe that if we all decide that we do the things that make us happy, then the world would truly be a better place. Because you look around and you see on social media, everybody wants to be like them. Everybody wants to be like this, and everybody wants to be like that, but nobody truly wants to be themselves. Nobody truly wants to be who they are because they're scared and they feel as though they're going to lose something if they do. They feel like they're going to be ridiculed if they actually be them. I know it can be a scary thing to, show yourself in front of, people. But the thing about being in that shell is that when you spend so much time being in a shell, and you spend so much time hiding who you really are, then you start to lose yourself. You start to lose that touch. You start to lose who you are internally. You start to become a person other than who you actually are. And you start to face yourself, look at yourself differently, and be conflicted within yourself. And that's when the war starts. That's when you start having all of these thoughts that tell you, who am I? What am I doing? Why am I here? And you start to become confused. I think a long time ago I found myself being that as well. I feel like sometimes we can get so caught up in, our peers, and we get so caught up in the things that are happening around us that we don't really truly focus on what is happening with us. If you have a dream, if you truly have a dream that you can 100% say that this is what you want to do, then do it. Because what else is there to say about that? What do you want? Somebody else's dream becoming your own should never be acceptable. It should never be something that, should become a norm. The real you, the real things that you want to do will start to creep in, and that is when regret sets in. You'll start to realize that you wasted so much time. You'll start to realize that everything that you have been doing because of somebody else's dream, you could have been doing for your own. So I tell you today, be you. Follow you. And trust that the dreams that you have, the aspirations that you have are, from God. And make sure that it is something that is going to fulfill you.